It's the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these All-Star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, and you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Shota Imanaga.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do, to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And that is out of play.
First pitch, 7:05.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. And ball 1. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a pitch. Got him. And that's the first out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Honus Wagner stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Wagner with a homer in his last game. Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
No strikes.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. The next offering misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. Check swing, called strike.
I can't lose, ball.
And he walked him.
Take your bait.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Boston Red Sox.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's some real power at the plate. Hank Aaron. Fastball for a strike. Shota, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. Runner takes off. That's to third. Fires over to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
From the Chicago White Sox, the designated hitter, Frank.
Now here is Frank Thomas. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Ball 1, no strikes. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That's ball 2.
Wagner at second with 2 down. And that misses. 3-1 now. Jose Bautista in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three one now. That catches the corner. Got it. And that is that.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at Truist Park. So here's the lefty, Whitey Ford. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings,
for the
look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Ripped to first, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Bobby Abreu.
Digging in, Bobby Abreu. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
That one missed.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And another ball. One down, base is empty. And there's the automatic.
Guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
The 3-1. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's a fair ball.
Batting third.
Stan Musial will hit next.
The designated hitter, Stan Musial.
Ground ball, could be 2. There's one. Out. Over to Killebrew, and that double play ends the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. And we're back. All set for the start of the year. Here's a big power threat. Jose Bautista.
19.
Shota back to work. Now this is in the air down the line. Abreu gets under it. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball one.
Mike Fillmore, our plate
One ball,
umpire.
one strike.
Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one is gone. A solo shot, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
So up next, Willie Mays. That one fouled off.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. To the left side, but it is well foul. On the ground to third, Allen. On to first. Mays retired at first.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Gary Sheffield digs in now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That one misses in the dirt.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Next offering upstairs. Fastball for a strike. That's down and in.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Robinson hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting eighth from the Texas Rangers, the catcher, Ivan.
2 outs, bases empty.
Rodriguez.
Now a chance for Pudge Rodriguez. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And there's the ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That's to third. Allen handles, throws to first. That's out number 3. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here in Atlanta, now the third baseman, Dick Allen. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The 1-0. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, it will hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And here's the catcher, Johnny Bench. And that one almost got him.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one inside, and that's ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Fastball right back to the mound. That's one out the bottom of the second.
Batting 6 from the Colorado Rockies, the first baseman.
So digging in, Todd Helton. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Fought off foul.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's outside. And now 3-2. In the air out to center. Touches down. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting seventh.
So up next, David Justice.
The left fielder, David Justice.
And that's downstairs. 1-0. Justice launched a homer in his most recent game. Tied up here in the early going. Just missed.
Outside.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
That's ball 3.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something
Batting
that's been
eighth,
part of his
Rondo,
career
walk,
since day one.
First
The
and
center
second,
fielder,
1 out. Vladimir Guerrero, the next to hit.
Guerrero.
In there, and it's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so
No ball,
comfortable
2
hitting
strikes.
with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Just misses with that one.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 2 away now.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little
Batting
longer
ninth,
coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on it right there. That's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Trey Turner now. Little chopper rolls foul. The 0-1 just missed. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Ground ball to middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. The tag safe. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. He's 0 for 1. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. Justice over at second. Turner at first. 2 out of the inning. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air right field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. The NL leads it 2-1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back to start the 3rd, and there's a new arm on the mound.
Number
Mark
22.
Pryor.
Mark Pryor.
And now the first baseman,
for the
Harmon
American League, the first
one of the
baseman,
best in the game against right-handed pitching.
Killebrew.
The lefties, however, that's another story. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it is gone. And it ties it up. It's 2-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Booth. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you commit it. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Wagner.
Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Hank Aaron. Grounded out his first time up. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That's a ball.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Outside low, and it's 2-1. And that one fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. Frank Thomas up next for the American League. Ripped to third. The throw to first. And that is the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. 2-2 game.
Now pitching for
Bottom
the
half of the
American
third, and they bring in a new pitcher,
Number
Johan
57.
Santana.
League, Johan Santana.
Bobby Abreu
Leading off
getting
for
ready
the
to hit.
National League,
1 for
the
1
right
with a
fielder,
single so far.
Bobby Abreu.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
That one outside. Ball 2. Way high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 6.
Now it's the DH.
Designated hitter,
Stan Musial.
Stan
He's 0 for 1.
Musial.
To measure what a force Stan the Man was for the Cardinals, look at his first decade in the league. In those years, he won 3 MVP awards and finished second another 3 times. Slings it across, and they get Musial for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Dick Allen.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Dick Allen. He's already homered here in this one. Ball 1 there. Ground ball left side and foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next offering upstairs. Johnny Bench on deck for the National League. And down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Offense held in check there. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the National
back,
League.
and now on the mound to start the 4th,
Number
Don
20.
Sutton. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. Frank Thomas now at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Now at the plate, Jose Bautista. He's already homered in this game. And delivers outside. Sutton, 6'1" righty, 185 pounds, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. And that's in for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That one ripped. And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now it's going to be Willie Mays. Grounded out his first time. In the dirt. And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-0. 1 out and a runner at second. Check swing, and he held up. Fouled off left side. Fastball for a strike.
I got 3-2.
Mays connects and sends it deep left field. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Gary.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Gary Sheffield digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bautista on at second with 2 down. A little bit low. And that's ball 2. And another ball. Pudge Rodriguez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Yeah, it's just an all-star game, so don't need a whole lot of luck. It doesn't really matter who wins, but just streaming it for in case anyone wants to see all these legends in the all-star game.
Pound them inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting, the catcher.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. That one in there across the letters.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's in there.
Well, we didn't choose who's playing. This is in our season, so it went off of the quote-unquote fans vote, even though there's no actual fans. I don't think Cal made the All-Star team in the American League. He did not. How did Jose Caballero make it? They still got that rule where every team needs an All-Star? Because, I mean, he has some steals. It's like decent defensively, but yeah. Cal didn't make it, so they put Sheffield at shortstop, which is an interesting maneuver. Yeah, Ozzy did okay for me, but he's only got 1 home run. I got Ozzy on my Red Sox team. He's hitting 300 versus righties, but he doesn't provide a ton of power.
2 on, 2 outs.
So I guess the fans didn't vote him in.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Called out on strikes. Big time 3rd strike to end the inning against a real threat.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Bert Blyleven.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Yeah, somehow, even though Roger Clemens led the vote at shortstop or at starting pitcher, somehow he didn't make it. So I'm not sure it was based if the pitchers were based off of like energy. Like if they pitched too recently, they wouldn't make it.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a ball.
Yeah, somehow none of my pitchers made the All-Star game. My pitchers were absolutely amazing. I would actually like Lee Smith made it. I didn't see Lee Smith on there.
This is the first ever street fight in the history of Night of Champions.
Yeah, he led the American League in votes as starting pitcher.
That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. And here is David Justice. He reached out and walked his first time.
Oh, that's weird, because on this game, it didn't ask for any, like, input. It was all votes. So maybe on the video game it still votes. But, yeah, I don't know.
2 down, nobody on.
Hey, 2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on the plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Two outs. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
To the right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. This play doesn't cost him. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the fifth we go. We are tied 2-2. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Robin Roberts.
Now pitching for the National League, number 36, Robin Roberts.
So digging in,
Leading
Harmon
for the
Killebrew.
American League, the first baseman, Harmon Killebrew.
That misses, and that is ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Andres Munoz looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Hudson also getting ready. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Outside low, 2-2.
No, Ted did make it, and Manny, but somehow they're not starters. Where are they on here? Oh, they can't even show them? Yeah, they did, but somehow they're not on the active roster. I'm not really sure how that happens. There's too many bench players, I guess, so they don't have all the bench players on there. Oh, no, I'm on the National League. Yeah, Ted did make it. I was like, why is he on there? Because I was looking at the freaking National League. Yeah, Teddy and Manny both made it for me.
Champion 5 times in her career. Raquel Rodriguez has been a tag team champion and 2 times an NXT tag team champion. She's had a couple of street fights in her career as well. Rhea Ripley has never been involved in a street.
You know who didn't make it? Babe Ruth didn't make it, and neither did Lou Gehrig, my brother. My brother had Tony Gwynn. And that's it. That's crazy. My brother's offense is the best in baseball. And he only had one hitter make it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Abreu settles under it. Drops into the glove.
I don't think so. I don't think he made it as a pitcher or a hitter. So, Babe, I don't see Babe Ruth here.
Well, you were sat here alongside me last night at SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax completely obliterated the Red side.
Well, he had White. My brother had Whitey Ford make it, but yeah, the pitchers are kind of confusing because I don't know how Reese Olson makes it over Clemens or Randy Johnson or Pedro for my team, for that matter. Yeah, the pitchers are a little confusing.
In Honus Wagner, a strikeout and a walk. On the ground right side. Robinson whips it to first. That's the third out. So they go quietly there. Last half of the fifth coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Jim Palmer. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Jim Palmer.
Trey Turner at the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Turner.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever.
Yeah, Gibson didn't make it for my brother either.
Washington Nationals.
I know it's based off the stats, but yeah, I don't know.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball.
2 games back of my brother in the division at the break here, so it's going to be an interesting little race down the stretch to see who can win the division. I'm 4-2 against him. 4-2 against him on the season, but he's done better against the computer than I have.
Guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates. Very difficult to determine, and that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Robinson batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses. Now 1.
We'll see, man. His team is really good too, so we're gonna see what happens.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball still 1-2.
Yeah, Palmer was a good player. I feel like he's probably not talked about enough as a legend. In over 2,000 career strikeouts, 250 wins. He 4-time Gold Glover. That's underrated as a pitcher. Being able to field your position. 3-time Cy Young winner, 3 out of 4 years.
Up the middle. Wagner with the throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now it's the right fielder, Bobby Abreu. 1 for 2. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Fastball for a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
And that's in the dirt.
Down.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Yeah, they're doing it with the pitchers, but they haven't changed any of the hitters yet, which is kind of annoying.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Maybe they will after this inning because this is like the halfway point, but I kind of doubt it.
Way inside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Honestly, I kind of missed when the All-Star game counted. I know a lot of people didn't like that, but I liked it. It kind of like gave you a reason to like be excited about the All-Star game, and like, I mean, it's still exciting. Some people still think it's exciting, but
That's too high, and it's ball 4.
it's not like it's the game. Like almost the festivities are more exciting than the game. Now you get to the game and it's like, okay, why are we even bothering playing? I don't know. I liked when it meant which league gets home field advantage in the World Series. I liked that.
Is downstairs, and that's ball 1.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Swing and a foul out of play.
I mean, there's 162 games, plus you get to play the All-Star game, so another game. Why does this one not really matter? I don't know.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 5. We are tied 2-2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tom Glavine.
Now pitching for the National League.
Now it's the power-speed combo. Hank Aaron has grounded out a couple of times. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one outside. And now it's even 1-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Rob Nen looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Hoffman getting cranked up as well. Just missed.
2 balls, 1
In an
strike.
area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 3-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
they're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for
Hammering Hank in his, I wouldn't say his former ballpark because this ballpark is new, but or newer. But yeah, in his former home of Atlanta.
Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's some real power at the plate. Frank Thomas. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting.
Here's a big power threat. Jose Bautista. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
I almost traded for Jose Bautista to be my third baseman, but I went with Gary Sheffield instead. Defense is meh. Slightly a better fielder in reaction time than Sheffield. But Sheffield's got a better arm. I mean, obviously he's good. but I went with Sheffield. He's a little bit better in the vision. He actually has vision. No, Sheffield's got vision and clutch, which Batista doesn't have. I was worried Sheffield wouldn't be able to play third base very well for me. So yeah, here you can see the difference. Batista's actually got slightly better power. Yeah. Sheffield's got slightly more speed too. Better arm, but a little bit less fielding. But yeah, the vision and clutch was a big thing for me. Discipline's pretty close, power's pretty close, contact's pretty close. But not taking as many strikeouts and being able to drive in runners on bases. Pretty big for me, so.
One out, base is empty and a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Got him swinging.
Yeah, he can't really play. He's more of a DH.
Two down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Willie Mays. 0 for 2 in this one. And it's fouled away. Strike two.
0-2.
And that skips into dirt. Out towards right center field, Abreu. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want, excuse me, I wouldn't want Killebrew being my third baseman. I mean, obviously he's a legend, so he's a great player, but, I mean, his defense, look at that. He can't throw very well, and he can't field very well. First base and third base. Yeah, looks like he was playing third base here. Whew, 22 errors. 30 errors. Woo. 30 errors is a ton. I can't even tell you honestly the last time I seen any player get 30 errors looking into their stat sheet. That is a ton. I don't think Batista ever had 30 errors. He never even had 18.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Moving in the bullpen, Lee Smith up and throwing. Nathan warming up as well. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to Killebrew. 1 up, 1 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
And now, Johnny Bench. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And there's a foul ball. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
One down, base is empty. And that's outside. And the count's even at 2. And he grounds one to the right side. Sends it to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Tom Helton.
And here's the first baseman.
Thanks, man. Tune in some other time. Got a lot of days left. Got another, probably 2 months of playing this game.
Off the mark there. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And the inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Rob Nett.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Rob Nett.
Well, one-run game
for the
Gary
American League.
getting ready to hit.
Gary Sheffield.
That one inside, and that's ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And that is out of play. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Off the mark there. Ball 3. Swing and a pop-up. Turner should have it. And he makes the catch. One down. Now the catcher up to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. In there for strike 1.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Now batting, first baseman, Arnett Killebrew.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one is back. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. No, Booth, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead Batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Jason Giambi.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
That one pushed to the left and foul. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Up and in. Now 1-2. That one missing inside. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Two down, nobody on. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. American League making a move for a pinch hitter. Michael Young, the runner on first with 2 gone for him.
Young.
That misses the zone. 1-0. Giambi off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, out towards left center. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Lee Smith.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading
now,
for
David
the National
Justice.
League, the left fielder.
And he's also singled. Breaking ball misses down and away.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. Fires to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Guerrero in the box again, takes a strike.
Nope, that's a ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. One down, base is empty. Chop to the left side. Bautista. 2 up, 2 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's Turner now. And that's in there for strike one.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Ground ball up the middle. Sheffield on the run, sends it over to first, and it beats him. What a play. 1, 2, 3 go the National Leaguers. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeff Hoffman.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Tony Gwynn.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hoffman, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. American League making a move for a pinch hitter. Salvador Perez. Nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
Ripped on a line, pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Justice gets it in quickly, and now it's runners at first and second.
Number 19.
American League making a move for a pinch hitter. Jose Caballero. Good opportunity for first and second with nobody out. Fouled off down the right side. Next offering is downstairs.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up.
Allen tags the runner for 1 to second, 2. Relay to first. Got him. Triple play. Wow. So how about 3 for 1? It's a triple play and an unorthodox one at that.
Well, I'm not even going to try to break this one down right now because, to be honest, I'm still processing what just happened. Clearly some very questionable base running, and I'm sure they are going to be searching for answers themselves. That was set up to be a big inning.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Joe Nathan.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So now a pinch hitter, Jose Iglesias.
They're running out of time in this game, trying to get something started here.
That one fouled off. Foul ball there. Next offering upstairs. Action in the pen down there. Griffin Jacks. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Got him looking. One up, one down.
Up next for the
Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Luis Gonzalez.
And he's taken this guy deep a few times in his career, Boog, so look for him to have some good swings up there at the plate. Pretty comfortable, it seems.
That clips the corner.
Only a handful of pitchers can go through an order 3 times, maybe even 4 times, and the analytics have contributed to that trend, but I think there are some guys given an opportunity may be able to show that they can be a 3rd or 4th time through the order type of pitcher.
One down, base is empty. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's out to center field. Mays has it sized up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
now batting the designated hitter.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Preston Wilson looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty.
Wilson.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Breaking ball inside. And the count is 2-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Two-one now. Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Caballero makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Through 8 full, it's a lead for the American League. 4-2.
Now pitching for
Back
the National
now,
League.
and on the mound, the closer,
Number
Bruce
43.
Sutter.
Bruce Sutter.
American League making a move for a pinch hitter. Torrey Hunter.
Now looking for a little insurance here to start the ninth, Boo.
I'm just keeping it real. Nobody knows how I feel. 'Cause you wasn't there when I almost
That's in there. That's strike 1. And that's outside.
That's just out.
Right side. Gonzalez makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Sheffield stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike split with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Pudge Rodriguez. Pitch
Ball
misses outside. And that's ball 1. And foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Rodriguez tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. The AL leads it 4-2.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Griffin Jacks.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that one fouled off. That's off the mark. 1-2 to count. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The catcher, number 5.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the National League. Mike Piazza looking to start something with 1 gone. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Foul ball. That just misses. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. And that's inside and a good at-bat, ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
There's a strike. That's in there.
No ball,
With the tying run at the plate, we're in the last half of the 9th inning.
1 ball.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher. But if you're anticipating based on
swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, left field.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here is David Justice. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Jax is just 1 strike away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
0-1's the count.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Not close with that one. 1-1. Two on, 2 outs. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. That's the ball game.
Well, most of the fans come to watch this All-Star game to see the talent that's just oozing from dugout to dugout.